Rock and come in, people. Rock and come in. So we jumping up in AIA. People, we live, we live, we live, we live. You know, we come to talk of the things. People, we just getting organized. Get this thing up and running. People will come to talk today about that CBI program stuff. Oh, if my boy could get the link. He jumping up in here, yeah. People, Ralph. People trying to hurt somebody. These things just begins to have a problem to add. Yo, don't forget it. So, still gonna give some trouble sometime, people. Bear with me, trying to add somebody here. It's you too. People, I'm just trying to add somebody here. Trying to send out this link. This internet stuff going to the black man. They're trying to shut down my page. So you don't know how the thing go. Trying to add somebody. First, not tell him if you're getting on. All right. Yo,
And we're live. Are you live?
something wrong with your mic. I ain't hearing you. Yo,
You hearing me now?
yeah, I hear you now.
Oh, yeah. Yes, people. Yes, people. It's been a while. I'm on these media, watching all the shenanigans going on.
media missing you. The media missing you.
you know, and all the crazy talks here and there, but you know, people need to stay focused. We need to be focused. That is the message today, Be
I want
focused.
I want to talk about that CBI a little bit. What's your thoughts on the CBI?
Listen, in my humble opinion, with that, I listen the current administration, the prime minister is talking about the CBI, and he don't want CBI because, frankly speaking, that's why I said the people like he. Listen, the Vincentian in a whole, Vincentian and the people from the Grenadines in a whole. If you don't know history, if you don't read into stuff, people could always make you look stupid and make you decide on incorrect, false information. CBI program that is running, like, it's not just St. Vincent trying to get into it. There's other Caribbean countries benefit from it. And it's no different from what Mr. Gonzalez, the Hurricane Ralph, is doing. But he is doing it so secludedly under his umbrella that wherever money he receives, nobody know. You understand? So he running a scheme. He is getting on like he's not selling passport. This man is selling passport. The guy that owned Bukomen, that they catch in all the fraudulent thing, it's under his whatever program he have going on. The amount of passport they sell underneath, but they coop in the money. And I mean, I'm not talking for party. I'm telling you what the NDP is trying to bring in is a better version because it's not run by the government. It run by the Caribbean banking, whoever, the World Bank, whoever is where this money. If you want to come in this country to invest, there is certain amount of money you need to give to help build the nation. You understand? And I see nothing wrong with that because we export nothing. Since they go there, all the whatever been closing down. They're speaking about, oh, this factory closed under this factory. But since you go there, you open none. So how could you compare and talk about what closed past 20 odd years? You
You
can't
know,
compare.
I know Vincent Chan not really know what is CBI program. A lot of them don't know
My brother.
because hold on. I can show you something. The CBI program been around for years, right? And they don't know, the average Vincentian do not know all these Musa in Middle Street running off of this almost the same program, but just mean it's undercover. Because without that system, remember it's Ralph alone signing off on the papers and them, the passport and them. So how the Musa get in tongue running business? Because without the CBI, the money trail gonna be covered up.
Yeah, but that is the ULP government. The ULP government is a cover up. Frankly speaking, as a Vincentian, I don't have nothing to get from whether Labour or NDP. I had nothing to get. And I tell him, frankly speaking, the ULP government is all about cover up. And let me just highlight a little story. Let me tell you how Ralph know Vincentian foolish. And it's annoying to see how dumb young people in Vincentian is. Know why he keeps saying some of them, they send them away to study and they come back more stupid than they went? Because the average Vincentian only remember the last meal. And that is why you could give them anything and they jump for joy. You spit in their face and you give them $20 afterwards. Majority of them will jump for you. And I think they know that. Because look, the opposition party said, they see mothers struggle. Some mothers, have kids, no man to support them. So he's offering $500 for mothers that have young kids. Yeah? Listen. Listen, stupidness here. Hurricane Ralph, the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, so manipulative. Go on his campaign and tell them, will you breed for $500? And they're jumping up, laughing, hey! But under their government, you're getting nothing. NDP government never say to them to go and breed for no money. And then in a video earlier, he's telling how the population dropping and they need to make children. The same dirty Hurricane Ralph. You understand? And that is how foolish he knows some intention is. And they jump in and laugh. Instead of they watch him and say, oh, you really think we dumb? So you saying to increase population. Now the government say, if we breed, we man breed, we not the government, they will support us with $500 when the child born. You go breed for $500? Imagine, and them stupid, I don't know how to call them. Even if I support you and you watch me and tell me that inside, that is an insult to me. You tell me I stupid because if one is offering, they never tell me go make, They said, if I get pregnant, a little starter, I could buy Pampers,
Yeah.
and stuff, pre-stuff that, the average man or woman down, they can't afford straight away. At least you get the help. And then people, who go breed? So he just changing the narrative. And the foolish people, they move follow him. And I watch some young people on that. And I just imagine how disgusting that look. And that and media. And I tell you, when you compare what he's saying to what have been said about what is offering, you had to ask, Vincentian had to be retarded. A lot of them have no common sense. No sense of common. And the young one is so depressing to see the young people clapping for that. Clapping for that. It's like you had no understanding.
You're right.
Literally, you laughing and clapping, Ralph in the back of his head is calling you an ass. Watch how stupid they are. If I could tell them that and they laugh and jump, what else he could tell them anything, and that is what they're doing. But what happened to that party is like the NDP never used to counteract what they used to say. But now they're getting counteraction. People and the media is breaking things down. So now they're feeling the pressure. Don't think they're not feeling the pressure. They're feeling the pressure. And for he say, oh, he has Southern Grenadine seat. When? Which part of it?
You got a Southern Grenadine seat, man.
Which part of it? You have to buy that. You have to thief that to get that. You have to thief that to get that. Frankly speaking, it is like I keep saying, I not bashing nobody to support who they want to support. But if you is somebody for progress and for development of your island, because once the island, remember, if you vote for a few pieces of material, you vote for you. Once that material done, that is all you're getting. But if you vote for the development of the country and the progress of your country, Everybody will own and eat something.
True.
So I don't understand. Well, I should not say it like that. I understand some people because people vote for party, people vote for person, people vote for the gravy in them out, people vote for their job. And you can't blame them because I mean you only could explain things to them and try to get the selfishness out of their behavior. Because you thinking about yourself, your money in your pocket, not your grandchildren future, nobody else future. You're just thinking about you and the now. So you sell yourself for the now. And the fact remaining about this whole situation in the Southern Grenadines, if this woman don't win she seat, they had nothing to get again. Even if they're in power, they have nothing to get. Because guess what? Snag who born bread come back, parents there, brother and sister there, could not have done nothing much. Because why? The current representative said he did nothing. But he could not do nothing because Hurricane Rav, the big papa, said loud and brawling, Grenadines people will eat grass. All NDP did was for the Grenadines. So then expect nothing. And he proved because he was in power as the head. He gave nothing, absolutely nothing he give. So you say, like she said, if she don't win, you have no representation in parliament, so you can get nothing done. So you telling me if your party in power and she lose again, like she said, you have nothing to get. Again, only the few people they realize is the right and people and have their job is who will continue eating the gravy. So some of you people who think that you just jump on the train and you'll be recognized as a hard true supporter, well, I guess maybe try your luck because Snag been there for how much years now? And all the yeah, but all the plan that he set out, it never get done. So what promises can Miss Stewart now bring again? What promises? Because it's a promise, you know. All she's saying, we go do this, we go do that. And Snag say the same thing. But Papa say, if you know win no seat, like Miss Stewart, you have nothing to get. As Stewart say, she say it out that she mouth, so you have nothing to get. And he done nothing for the Grenadines, nothing. No matter what they say, he done nothing. Like you said, this guy talking about light in Myro. Listen, the power station, before NDP come out of power, everybody know Myro was getting power station. They had this spot, everything getting ready. Everything was planned already for Myro. So this guy from Myro, all he trying to do is manipulate the youths that don't know the facts. And that is labor strategy. Fool the young people that don't know the history and don't know better. And that is what they're doing. That is what he's doing. He is singing for his supper. He's little Jacana singing for his supper. He's singing for his supper. He's singing for the gravy in his pocket. He not singing, saying those things because he looking out for the future, Myro. He looking out for his future and his pocket. And that goes to many people, especially in Union Island.
You're right.
They're not supporting because they know there's a future with this lady. And no, they is trying to support whether to get their roof, whether to get their window, whether to get their door. And to hell with the rest. Wicked slave-minded people, but they still want to walk on good road. They still want good health care. They still want all that. But for now, the meal they want in layman's term is to get some galvanized and some piece of wood. So I jump in for that for now. And I mean, that's their rights. If that's the road you want to go down, that is your right. You can be as selfish as you want, but that is the right. And you're talking about Kenawan. Kenawan did a Terrence in Parliament begging for the wharf, begging for the wharf in absolutely ragada. For how long? The people in Beckway road falling apart. For how long? Nobody from government going.
And they laugh after them. Laugh after them.
Yeah, nobody going. And they're saying labor working for you. It's like we little partner, Matt Skull, this him. Matt Skull get his flight and everything to come home and sing for his supper. Matt Skull no care about mother house on the ground. Yeah, you see? That's how selfish some people is. He lives somewhere. And that'll tell you the mentality of some people.
He say he lives
Disgusting.
somewhere.
Well,
You say
yeah, but
Ralph call him now to build back his mother house. Since we talk.
listen, man, like I said, some people is selfish and disgusting. Selfish, disgusting, some of these people. Slave-minded. So you gotta beg. You understand? Like I saying is like, if you listen, I know, listen, Hurricane Ralph, all Hurricane Ralph done is secure himself. The rest, tropical storm, Camelo the depression, and all of them is safe. And all the poor people, they still licking and begging. You understand? They is safe. Their future is safe. What about your future and the future for all your kids?
You must say that.
Listen, when Labour to go in power, when they block road and want election, everybody say NDP had enough. One set of people been owning enough. And it's the same thing the people is crying for now. One set of people is eating and getting fat off the hog. And it's time to break that chain. It's time to break that chain. It's about time to break that chain. And to be honest, you know, Dr. Friday is talking about the country and the people. Labour is not talking like that. Because the Hurricane Ralph, I remember when he get in power, he jailed from Kipasa all them who pump money into his campaign to win. Jeffrey King, Benji used to run all them big party. All them people, this man destroy after they support him. This man is a wicked man. This man has no conscience. He's a cunning man. And before that man go there, I know a guy that went to school with him and said, if all you make that man get in power in St. Vincent, all you're in trouble because this man is communism. This man know. This man tell Canadian people, send them home. Imagine. Send them home. The little people was trying to come to England and the babysitting. Some of them mess it up. He raised the flag, trying to make them now block Vincent and you have to get Esther visa to come. Look at what this man support. This man support Cuba, Venezuela, All them country where Vincentian don't go to make a better life. He against America. He tried to get rid of the Queen. Everywhere you go to make a better life, he is against. So how could you sit down and say you're supporting somebody like that? This man mean no good for Vincentian. Look at the hospital. Look at everything that was there in their time to now. They leave everything to run down. You get a bus there, they run go Barbados. Now you say you're building a new hospital. When the current one you have, you can't maintain it. You can't get medicine and band-aid to put in it. So now, whether Taiwan, whoever support that hospital development, where you gonna get bandage to put in it and all them thing that people crying for in the country? Wait, you can't support the old little one that is there. Now you're building bigger one. Yes, the people benefit from it. And the other thing is like they talk, oh, he'll give we AIA. Listen, all country have airport. No matter who government buy it, put it there. Every country had airport. An airport was there. We couldn't fly straight. The government upgrade the airport, and nothing wrong with that. Remember, the airport only used by Vincentian alone. The airport is used by anybody pay their money and a plane to land there. And the only people that benefit from that airport right now in St. Vincent is Ralph and his family, because they alone have the shop making the money out of that place. So when Vincentian is going to wake up and realize this man mean no good for poor people? You take a stranger, look how this man cunning, and don't care about Vincentian, and Vincentian can't see that. And that is why I say it's time for a change.
It's time, yes.
It's time to get this man sit down there too long. Let this man go and sit down on his retirement money. Time for grandpa go and sit down on his chair, drink some coffee, look after his grandchildren them. Because he running the country down to a bus. Look, you talking about CBI program. Reno come in from where? Reno come in. You pay out to farmers you need to pay out, get them off the land. Give Reno all the land to do quarry. And now Reno farming the same land the people used to farm. What is the benefit? You hear how much money Reno giving the country a year? And you're talking about you want goods to export. All these little goods that exporting out of St. Vincent, these people have the business for it. So they buying your produce and exporting it through their business. That is what the government is. The government is literally using Vincentian.
But they're not seeing it.
No, because like I tell you, Vincentian don't read, they don't think, majority of them. I can't say for all. The mass of them. That is why they are like that. That is why Hurricane Ralph could talk to them and destroy them like that, and they keep jumping. Yeah. They have no common sense. No common sense. No sense of understanding and common. You just imagine somebody is like calling you a jackass in front of your face and you're taking insult for compliment. That is Vincentian, you know. Vincentian is taking, and the Grenadines people is taking insult for a compliment.
Basically, I think so. That's mean the educational revolution is not working neither because if you had to take an insult for a compliment, the
What
education.
do you mean?
Uh,
What do you mean it not working?
what want me to say?
What do you mean? It working good because that's how you want to keep them. You know, yeah, he say you send them way to even go university, some of them come back more stupid than they went.
You're right.
You think he's sorry, he happy? Because just imagine, you watch a bunch of young people them that night. I see the clip when he's saying the population they need to make more children and this and that and that and that and that and that. And then I watch the clip where he's saying, "Oh, will you make children for 500? Will you make this?" And you watch the young people, they laughing and hey, because it's like a slogan, it's like a slang, hey. But you not just think, wait, but your government, even if my man get me pregnant and I to have a child, your government ain't giving me nothing. Your government ain't giving me nothing. So what you're really trying to prove? What you're really trying to prove? And that is especially mainland Vincentian. And like I said, when they said, when they said, what you call it? Mitchell said they have breadfruit mentality.
It's like I don't know if the younger youth ain't really seeing what's going on. Even like in Union there, I see them on the truck getting out some type of stuff and asking myself, one individual in particular, your house needs to have built back yet. And you there on a truck jumping up about Labour 6 in a row. Election is 2 weeks away. Once you election come and Ralph out of power, what happened to you? Like with the behavior you carrying on with inside Union Island. That shit don't make no sense to me. It really don't make no sense to me. Another individual jumping up. Your two sisters is NDP. One working in NDP, the other one campaigning for NDP. You jumping up Labour. They said they're gonna build this way up to now you can't get it back. You think Siobhan didn't know your two sisters and them is Labour? Is NDP? Siobhan already know that. So she just
Yeah,
using
but
them as a part.
that is the whole thing. They listen. Some people happy with promises. Some people happy with promises, you know. The fact remain, if some of these people don't realize, they use Mr. Ways to come and build back where they need to build back. Mr. Ways drop the material and run and done. Yeah. Let them know there is houses since 2001 hurricane that they're not even built back. There's houses since the volcano eruption they haven't built back. So all they wait and lose and see where all they go get. And that is how they just come and turn. But I said, NDP is a party still accepting them. But these set of people, you have to leave them. Bite the bullet and leave them. Let us suffer the consequences. This is who you support. This is who you decide you want. Leave them. Concentrate on the people who stand up and risking themselves for you. Because all the people them who supporting NDP fully is the ones will get victimized. But in all of it, to be honest, in recent times, I know there is NDP people get more than some labor people under labor. So, like I said, everybody have their choice. Let them choose what they want. If they want to wait and vote for the house, let them wait. Because you remember that woman last comment, what she want to tell some people, but because she this and because she that, because you're not there in power yet, why you can't deal with them? But yeah, they put you there, and they go see what turn out. They will see what funeral they get in. You understand?
But ain't them if she do get the she'll change.
Where she going and change? She just pretending because she's had to do that. She's doing a job. She had to pretend. She's doing a job. She have to pretend. She's trying to win supporters. She not from Myro, Kanawan, or Union. She claiming she from Union. So she's just swallowing she tongue for now.
Because everything she coming, oh, my roots, my roots. Her roots.
Which roots? She come, listen, I born there, you know, she come there, she roots by boat. She roots by boat. They can't tell us nothing. Our neighbor string is there. They come by boat. You understand? She have no roots. Where's her roots? She maybe have a branch. She branch off there, but she have no roots there.
And this is she roots from Union, from the Grenadines.
Yeah, but what is her plan for the Grenadines? What is her plan? What is the future she see for the Grenadines? I
She
haven't.
said radiology machine, she said helicopter.
She say what radiology machine and listen,
And a
all
helicopter.
those radiology machine and helicopter to go where? Even if they make it in St. Vincent, they're still killing their ass when they reach up there. To go where? Look at the state of the hospital. You can't get medicine bandage down inside there. To go where? All right, people. I let me ask. For who listening, I just want to ask something. Just imagine. You hear me? They said the NDP walk out of politics when time to vote the money over for the people in the Southern Grenadines to get the house bill back and the people in the hotel to continue living in the hotel. When we come on the air and we said, what is the plan? You all don't have a plan. What is the plan to move the people back out of the hotels so you can save that money to do something else? They come on air, say the plan is now, is to assess these people who living in who displaced and the mainland to bring them back, woman and child and this and that and elderly, this and that. And the opposition leader wants you to wait 3 months till after election to build back your house. That's why they don't want to vote across the money. Ask me, how much months now? The money was voted across for the port and the housing and the Southern Grenadines. The port done. warm to the housing and the Southern Grenadines. They talk big and bold that the opposition want you to do. That's how dangerous these people is. And I want to know, these people need to take the nappy out their eyes and unplug their ears and listen to these people properly. And they realize they're calling them foolish in front of them because they're telling you, oh, the NDP want you to do this. And they are doing this. And then at the end of the day, they're not doing the action. Where is all the houses they have rebuilt since they have voted that money across?
Let's shoot now. If you look at it.
Since he said NDP refused to vote the million so all they could get all the house back. They want you to wait till after election. Election is in what? 17 days?
It would be the 8th. It would be the 8th and the 10th.
9. Tomorrow is the 10th. Tuesday, Monday is the 10th. Yeah. Wherever it is. Till now, people still displaced. Till now, wait, what about these prefabric house? What about the prefab?
They're not going to with the prefab.
When we speak about it and they come back later on and say, what? How much? Is it 25 for the Southern Grenadines?
25, I think it's 15.
15. Anyway, wherever they say, just imagine, they say they have 1,000 prefab house. You're telling me they couldn't give 50 for the Southern Grenadines? 50 out of 1,000, you know. Even if you give Union who hit hard 25 and split up the rest between Myro and Kenawan. You tell me, since you announced that, you haven't dished that out yet. You talk big and bold how quick these houses can go up. This, that. It's just painful and disgusting, man. It's just painful and disgusting how real people can really jump and support these people for word of mouth. Really word of mouth. It's not like just word of mouth. You've been giving us word of mouth for 20 odd years, just word of mouth, and you still want to come back again with a new person with word of mouth? Nah, man, you can't. You listen. They say once bitten, twice shy. You know, Vincent Chan is like 20 times bitten, still no shy.
They don't really care what's going on.
No, it's not that it's not like they not care. If you understand it, they only remember their last meal. You know, like fowl as they eat, they just wipe them out on the ground and they look for the next thing to pick on. Listen, that's why they know, you know, that's why you see they're bringing in these artists, wherever party, because they know once you keep them jumping, yeah, they're happy. No matter what you lash them in their ass, you bring in artists for them to come and jump them young generation. No common sense.
That's exactly like something like where this girl come and say, right? She said, NDP bringing in artists, all right? And they can't do nothing for you. Where they getting the money from? But you now bringing, you see your second artist you bringing in from Jamaica, because Christopher Martin tonight. Where you getting the money from too? But your houses and you don't can't fix. Then check this out again, right? Ralph is willing to offer 36 million to the investors in Kenawan to get back land. But you can't finish in people's house. Or get going at these people's house. But you
No.
offering 36 million back to them.
I telling you why. They are playing smart. So they offering 36 because they have people. They're trying. So you hear what I'm saying? The people done, but they're not done enough. But when you see that, they don't have plan because when those contracts signed, they were not in power. So they not eating no big share out of it. So now if they get rid of them and get the people they want, they can get the chunk out of it and manipulate the system more. They don't have a plan. Maybe they're trying to get sandals into Canawan. They
And also,
already, yeah, no man. Ralph is a cunning man, you know. Hurricane Ralph is a cunning piece of man, you know. Listen, when you're in opposition, yeah, Ralph himself says it's not easy to get nothing done because no government giving you nothing to get nothing done. Because if you do thing under your name, then when time for election, you are thing under your name. But when time to campaign, there is people that support this party that give money for campaign. So the person who said that have no common sense or don't know how politics run. There is outside entity, whether you want to call them Japan, Taiwan, whether is local people, give their hard own money to this party for campaign. So the young people who don't know that will believe what she's saying in front of their face because they don't know better. No common sense. They don't know better. So they will believe she could say that and they could believe that. But there is people pay. Even in America, it's the same thing. It's like Trump. There's people who pay for Trump campaign. There is big investors pay for these people to campaign. But what she want NDP to do when a party where you support in power, they in power? Who working for you? Then NDP shouldn't have a chance to do anything for you because your party in power, the government in power is working for everybody. Isn't that so they say? So you're not supposed to worry about that. When NDP get in power, then you could hold them to the word. Your party working for everybody, so the current opposition so have nothing to worry about because your party working for everybody. You understand? If you understand the logic, that is the logic. You claiming your party working for everybody. Where you wonder caring about where NDP getting money and they're not doing nothing and they're not doing it. The government in power is for the country and everybody. Whether they want to victimize some, their role was to everybody. They do what they want and kick out some, give some and don't give some. That's their decision, but they're for everybody.
mm,
There's for everybody. Remember now, the people is who vote the government into power. The government is powerless without the people. If the people decide to campaign and say, 2 years in power, you're doing nothing, you're lawless, you're that, they go on the road and start a campaign to get you out of power. Once you had enough backing, they'll force your hand to call election. But what do you think Ralph do? Ralph cut out all of that. So you can't go and campaign against him. You know he cut out all of that. That is why when them people go campaigning and protesting, them police come in and lock them up, drag them, man or woman. And I hope some of them remember that.
I didn't remember that.
I hope some of them remember that. You can't campaign, you can't talk too hard. Them police slapping you, they doing you what they want, they locking you up, throw you in cell for much days and then let you go. Is that a country that is where they want? That is why I tell you, Vincent, and remember only the last meal. You slap them and you kick them. 99% of them only remember the last meal. You kick them and then you come give them $500 when they vote 5 years pressure in the backside. And then they come bawling. Oh, this man wicked. He wicked. Yeah. He did the wickedness did it all the time, but you turn a blind eye to it because you had the lollipop in your mouth. Yes, most of them who balling now who was labor is because they're not getting no lollipop in their mouth, so the mouth open big, the pressure too much. Yeah, man, see? He was one of them. He had nothing to show. They give him nothing. They treat him like a dog. So now you're ready to talk. But you know that is the way of this man. Because this man, all them Benji used to have big boutique. Benji used to have big stage show. All of them in jail after they done support him. Jeffrey King support Ralph. I remember 2001. As the man get in power, he take with the mail. Go ask Jeffrey King. He take with the mail from him and start to bring it on plane. If he don't want to do this, he don't bring it on plane. Then he share it with he and Doris Shea.
I know.
People don't know that. And the fact remain, I have a question I want to ask. Remember, some of these people that they ball in labor. Remember, some of these people is singing for their supper. Some of these people is singing for their little jobs. But the question is, remember that little market square? That market square built from little confusion in that old little market. People can't deal and people move, and then people follow because they're getting more sale up there. And that was a pretty little place, like I keep saying. I watch where they put them in the back of that place, they know. Remember, go back to the Tobago Keys Marine Park. Just remember, people used to go to the Tobago Keys for free.
Yeah, for free.
For free. Brawling for free. Not controlled by nobody. Myro, people used to go. Canawan, people used to come down for free. Use Tobago Keys for free, whether they want to have barbecue for free. You understand? Tourist boat in Myro every week.
You cut that out.
Not even one. And all they do is take the bread out of their mouth, take it up. And the people come and see why even Barbados is selling the grenadines to the tourists when they come to Barbados. Barbados and the Grenadines. Tobago Keys. They're not selling St. Vincent. They're not selling St. Vincent. They're selling the Grenadines. Barbados and the Grenadines. Not St. Vincent. People not traveling to see no black sand beach. Tourists traveling to see white sandy beaches, crystal clear water. but they're forcing them to see that. Then you have to take a boat to sail down to the Grenadines. I understand you have to support the potent tribe, but at least, even if it's one boat,
Man, you get well, at least more than 10 a week, a month. You can sell half.
man, even if it's one boat, they're not asking for much. Even if it's one boat a month, even if it's just one a month. But you see, they can't do that because then the people them will request to get on that boat. So it's like a big controversial if they do that. So they cut it out. Take bread out of your mouth. So now these little shop these people have. Instead of if you want to be, you want to talk about good government. Instead of you give them material and help them build back the little parlor, you know put container shop. So now you could charge them for rent. You can't charge them for a spot now. You're charging them for rent. Remember, first they owned the shop, you know. Now you don't own that shop. That shop is owned by the government. You understand? And that is the bad part about this government. All there is grabbing. All there is grab, 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 grab. Take away your freedom and grab. It's the same thing in the Tobago Keys. Nobody know what that Tobago Keys Marine Park is making annually.
Yeah, that's another thing.
And it's all in the government pocket. It's all in the government pocket.
I never hear they come and give no. What is the records and reports of how much you make quarterly or annually? Nobody knows.
Listen, this is how I tell you, hey, black people, sometimes Jesus is one dumb race. Remember, although the boat men used to have their own mortgage, they used to sell the mortgage. But you could have said, you know what, this is the price for a mortgage. You have such and such amount of mortgage. This is the price of the mortgage. You can't charge people, just to police the thing. But they take them away completely. Only the Marine Park have mortgage. So they take it away from the people. You have to pay now to do business in the Tobago Keys and Mairo and those places. You have to register your boat. So that is money for the government. Remember, under the NDP, it was free. So when they want to talk about pressure and wickedness, and Papa is working for you, they're working to undermine you. Hurricane Ralph and the government, all they're doing is undermining. Everything they're doing for themselves is politically gain.
That merge thing? I don't understand how them alone could have mortgage. You can't tell me I can't put on a mortgage. You alone have to have it, and then you want to charge people them I can't put on a mortgage. Only you alone could do it.
Yes, but that is what good for them. That is what they vote for. They lose their freedom. They like to don't have freedom. They don't know what is the meaning of freedom. You think it's now people fighting for freedom? In this day and age, people still taking away your freedom and you can't see. And you're voting for that. And you're jumping up for that. How you could see what they've done so far in the Southern Grenadines as benefit the people and the island as a whole? How? How? They say Mitchell sent out Kenawan for Butterhand, but all the development in Kenawan is the same Butterhand where Mitchell sell out for. They want to have it like that is because they cannot. That contract is already signed for 99 years. So they're trying to buy it out to cut their own deal. That will be beneficial to them.
That's correct.
That is their plan. Listen, Grenadines people, all like all these people that go in Keys, we're jumping up. Like I hear you saying is like, oh, a good friend there up on the hill there. I mean, she going in Keys. Do she know the Tobago Keys will have been in the hands of Barrett if it wasn't for people protest under that government?
Yeah, it would have.
Imagine if Barrett had owned that Tobago Keys. What will happen to them? So when they're talking about this and that and that and that, they should be grateful that people stand up, people like Matthew Harvey and all the rest who went and protest against it. Remember, where the guy that who used to the wrong Catholic church, Mr. Roach. Mr. Roach done a lot, but Mr. Roach as well take bribe to sell out for the Tobago Keys.
Yeah, he shake it on the thing.
I remember when it come out, he accept in agreement and ready to take bribe. But lucky thing people like Matthew Harvey them, who was like strong labor support at the time, said no. I can't sell out my country like that. And it take people like that is not that selfish and have common sense to realize what this government have done to the Grenadines and what they're trying to continuously do to Vincentian. Continuously, they're trying to exploit Vincentian. And they just, like I said, most of them remember the last meal. And they just there. Taking insult for compliment.
Vincent, I don't know, bro. It's like sometimes I just get somebody who's like talking to them. It's like talking to a wall.
Man, common sense, you don't teach that no way. I get it. I get it have people is labor, and just labor. No matter where labor do them. I know a guy up here in the army, brawling, could not even get a work. All he get is a yes program job. That's it. Try to do Coast Guard, couldn't get in. Try to do this. And no matter how, he still say if he voting, Ralph. He just got them stupid people.
Still
It
voting
just got
around.
it just got that. So you had to leave your country because you could not even get a good job to sustain yourself as a man. Finish out college, good grades, could not even get in. He try immigration, reject. Coast Guard, reject. And there's people not even, and he have friends would just drop out of even school getting in Coast Guard and police, and he couldn't get one, and he still say he voted. So he just got them retarded people like that. He got people with no common sense, no common understanding. So I know there's people that is like, in this world there's different type of illiteracy. There's some people just like that. You can't help them. No matter what you tell them, you can't help them. And that is one that take insult for compliment. You understand? It's like it's nothing I could say to you. It's nothing you could say about your community to that person. Somebody like that, you just have to leave them on the merry way, let them continue believe what they believe in.
True.
Yeah, there's some people you just you just have to leave them. There's some people all you could do is just leave them, you know? Let them support where they want to support. But that's what I'm saying. When changes come and there's people like that, what they want from you as a government that you in support, that you believe that the government will do nothing for you. Remember, if a government do for your community, your island, everybody benefiting, not just individual. If your government do for certain individual, only them benefiting. But when a government do for island, if they build road, hospital, the hospital and the road is utilizing by everyone. But you tell me you do nothing. You do for individual. You done nothing substantially in 25 years. For not one island, two island, three island, four island. And I still saying you're working for us?
But some of them really believe that stress, innit?
They believe the slogan. Some of them believe the slogan. Some of them believe the slogan. Some of them easy to buy out. Like I said, they take insult for compliment. You could slap them in their face and then come put a glass on the table and they take it and drink it. And then they jump behind you. Give them a party and some rum. And they jump behind you after that. There is the people them that, I can't build a house if you offer in me a house on my vote. That is a good deal. But big and brawling, you don't know who I voting for when I go in there.
But some of them believe they know who we're voting for.
Well, unless the people are eyes or there are camera in there. Even though I get my house and you see I ain't vote for you, where you going to come back and take back my house when you're not in power? That is how I don't understand. That is how I don't understand. These people just for entertainment and enjoyment, man. Because man, you can have and listen, the insult and the embarrassment that prime minister is laying down on Vincent Chan is disgusting. As a prime minister, is disgusting. Listening him is disgusting. This man is like he going senile. And
But
as yeah,
the thing is, he continue to insult them over and over and over. They go, they come. Every time he go in the public. Because every time he and his son go on there, they're not giving the people nothing to say substantial, like how you gonna go about your plans or what they have planned, and nothing that is always the same shit and trying to pull down NDP members and
yeah,
run them down.
because you check it out. It's a comedy show he running now. It's a popularity contest. If you notice, it's a comedy show, it's a comedy show. And only certain people will laugh because there's people amongst his crowd, I show listening to him, and asking themselves what bullshit is that? He just saying things to say things. Because just for instance, like I say earlier, he's telling his supporters, will you breed for $500? Eh? Let her go with that. Imagine that. I wonder if it's the NDP is who getting them pregnant. If I come and said, if you get pregnant by you don't know and you're having a child, my party will give $500 to each parent or each mother when they have this child to help them with preparation for their kids, because we realize that, some people it's hard, especially the poor class, and cost of living is high. You go to counteract that to say, if you will make children for $500, a child for $500, let it go with that. And them stupid people laughing. Well, guess what? If you breed under their party, you have nothing to get. Remember, not the NDP breeding you, So make it make sense. That is why these Vincentians need to open their ears, open their eye. And when these people come speak to them, think and ask them question. Ask them logical question. Be frank with them, because your future depends on who run the country for the next 5 years.
Right? I don't know.
Yeah, but man, if you listen to these some of these politicians, some of them making no sense.
A lot of them ain't making no sense. A lot.
No sense. They have no plan. They have no plan. So now they're going to charge. So it's getting worse for the people in the Grenadines, because now they're going to charge you for vendoring and beaches. You understand? It's getting worse for all you, and all is still clapping. So for you, say Papa working for you and trying to charge you more and more. Eh? And Papa working for you. Come on, man, wake up. It's about time you all wake up and know, pick sense out of nonsense. Because these people is telling you a load of nonsense. And somebody tell you something, you not comprehend it or understand it. They tell you 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, you still not understand. And that is also that is how some of them repeat a class 10 times. Because some of them they had to teach them 3 times the same thing before they understand. And I sure that bitch did not pass to go up. I sure they still had to put him over because they fed up.
Why? They probably did.
Man, I listen to this guy that's my family, that's my guy, you know what I mean? I don't envy nobody, you know what I mean? You can build house is not a cheap thing to build, bro. But Jesus, I mean, they can't pay you to look like a jackass, man. Nobody money is so good. I can give you 1,000 reasons why to support somebody.
So what do you think about Mr. John speech?
I never listen to his speech, but like I keep saying, listen, this guy taught me woodwork. I mean, I remember when this guy wasn't teaching, they tried to get him out of teaching how much time. And if he want the roof and he find he had to sing for his supper, Well, fair dues on him, like he continue sing. But I hope when he do, if he don't get it, when the time come, he tongue not change. But I mean, like I said, everybody had their rights. Everybody right to support who they want to support. And like I said, most people vote for themselves. They vote for self gain to see what they can get. They talk for self gain. And that I think that is what some of them. It's like I say, like Bumba Charles. Bumba Charles old and frail. Bumba Charles can't walk again. So right now it's like most of them talking for the little lollipop in their mouth.
You like living hand to mouth now.
But I no joke. But I say that brawling. That is why wherever he get he had to jump and support for it. Remember, Chevron Stewart government still in power. And wherever they go and tell you sing, you have to sing. Because Papa not easy. When the time come and Papa say they're coming for you, they're coming for you. In that St. Vincent and Grenadines, when they're ready for you and ready to victimize you, they're coming for you. Bumba Charles had no strength to go fight no revolution or do nothing in this age. So right now, he like a wounded horse.
No, remember I started a boy like a wounded dog.
Yeah, them they just. I mean, the fact remain people think that there are some prominent people in society that people look up to and that do thing for the island is come down now to say they're supporting people. I mean, it's so disgraceful to see, but on the other hand, everybody had the right to support who they want to support. But you realize that some people never real from the beginning because they have that biasness in them. And sometimes, not to blame them because guess what? Sometimes these union people, they're so ungrateful. So people just decide to fight for themselves. I guess that's the other thing. They decide to fight for themselves. Take greed and fight, stand up for themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they decide to stand up for themselves because guess what? You can't tell me you bring a next plan of promises to me after 25 years. You bring a new candidate coming to tell me why you better. You already kick the old candidate in the face and trying to tell me this is the reason why you better because your government will do this and your government will do that. But the question I'll ask you, the son of our soil who live and day in union, bring the same thing. And you say, if you're not in power, you can't get nothing done. You call the previous guy lazy. I just trying to understand this, So what you telling me? In a whole, if you don't win either, nothing can be done. So you can't really blame the guy for nothing get done because the big boss say all they eating grass. And he make sure all they eat grass so all the years they in power and give nothing. And that is facts. All the maintenance work I see they have saying snag do this, snag do that, snag. Come on. Snag do nothing in Kenawan. Kenawan, just like how the depression Camilo say that the people they develop them have certain things to do and they're supposed to do this and they're not doing enough and this and that and that and that. Because that was saying all under the NDP days. Can one develop under them? But it was already put in place. You understand? Snag not build nothing in Kenawan. The government do nothing in Kenawan. The developers has was to pay their stuff, their dues, and develop what they need to develop, and it had was to build. That had nothing to do with government. Now the government see an avenue to get more money from new company. They're trying to buy out these people, get rid of them. Because they see a loophole now. So what they're trying to say is that they're not doing enough. They're done, but not enough. You're thinking these people are. They're done, but they're not doing enough. So we're offering to buy it back. No, they already see the loophole to benefit them.
And
Let
if
me
that's
tell
the
you
case,
something.
is the same what we could say he ain't done enough, so we need him out.
But that is what the people need to say. That is what the people, but that is what's going on. More than 70% of Vincentian know they haven't done nothing and want to get rid of them. Listen, they are a thief this election if they are to win. They are a thief it again if they want to win. And this time if he win, his son will take prime minister and Seboto will be second in command. That is the plan. You could hear he talking it as he go along. He know he's tired and weary and it's time to go. Yeah, but what he's not talking, his son is not a born Vincentian either. So I hear you with the gimmick, the Canadian man, but your son is not born Vincentian either. So how you could live in a glass house and say you're throwing stone? You can't live in a glass house and throw a stone. When you are cocoa out the door, they say look for it. You are the same cocoa out the door that you trying to push to run the country. And what the Canadian man saying is offering more than what you and your son offering all in one. So
True.
what are you really trying to say? What he really trying to say? Like I said, when you're not thinking or you don't apply common sense, these people can fool you. You understand? These people can fool you, but when you think what they're saying logically, this guy not making no sense. Hurricane Ralph make no sense majority of the time he talk stuff. Because 1 minute he talk one stuff, but because people don't follow, they will never know. Like people will never know that this is the same guy that telling people they need to make more children because the population is declining. But now the government is offering people $500 when you make a kid. You use it as propaganda like the government want you to go and breed. The opposition want you to go and breed. The opposition not asking you to go and breed. The opposition say if you go breed, your man breed you, and you're going to have a kid, they will offer $500 so you can make preparation. It don't matter who, where you support NDP, Labour, Green Party, or who. So you encourage them to make child, you're giving nothing. The opposition say nothing telling you to go and breed, They say if you go and breed, You'll get $500 to make the child when you make a child. He take it, twist it wrong, and campaigning against it. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. It make no sense. You understand? And like I said, there's selfish people. People is slave minded. Like I said before, you ever watch that? You watch that movie Django, and see when when the other black man come in the White House, he asks, wait, that other nigga is doing here?
I said that was a John.
Yeah, what is this other nigga doing in the big house? Cause he alone must be inside of there. That's how they're thinking. Them alone. Yeah. Just that's it. Once other people want to make it, they getting peanuts while this man and his family is owning the big box, is raping the country underneath. Raping the country. It's like all these exporting company out of St. Vincent. These people is who own them. These people is who own them. Remember when Hurricane Ralph get in power? That Massey store, Hurricane Ralph is where introduced Massey store into St. Vincent, you know, to put pressure and Graves and them. Now we the balling out the Massey store is the worst throughout the Caribbean. I say, look at this fool. You bring it, say to put pressure on your own countryman and the store. When Massey profit go, where it going? Out of St. Vincent to wherever Massey base. Vera money stay in St. Vincent. So you bring people to take money out of your country. And it's the same thing. When the hotel come, they'll offer a certain amount of job. But you hear much Dominican day in St. Vincent walking in that sandals? You think it's Vincent alone? All these hotels hire outsiders. And they come in and living and eating better than some of them who walking down there. Because some of them live on the compound. Whether they pay their little rent for the little room where they live in, they take it out they pay or not. They don't need to catch bus to go nowhere. Wake up, straight to work. And when they're laying off, they'll lay off the Vincentian first. And that is what happened in Sandals. And like we said, we're begging for free concession and free up the material for the people of the Southern Grenadines. You're talking Newport. You're not talking about giving us the concession. We're not talking about the $25 barrel when Christmas come. You're working for us. Why could you not give us free concession?
Well, the free concession is only for the rich and not for us. That's all the free concession for us, only for the rich. I think something wrong with this thing. No, I think the thing run out of yo. I think this thing run out of gigabytes there.
We talked them long enough, you hear me?
No, I hear you. Yeah, cause the thing about to end too because it only go for 2 hours and then it go cut. So We'll cut it right here. Still have like a 14 minutes, 15 minutes. So I think people will catch up next time. There you have it. You understand? We're always blazing the fire, keeping it 100. We're always making shit make sense around here. So enjoy the evening.